Hello guys, if you're looking to get your first muscle up, then today is a lucky day because I'm going to be showing you some tips on how to get your first muscle up. Now let's go.
Three, two, one. They call me a
Today I'm going to be sharing 3 tips on how to get your first muscle up. After today, you'll understand completely that it's not really about a strength issue for a lot of people. It's just mostly technique. With these 3 tips I'm going to be sharing today, you should be able to get your first muscle up. Trust me. Now, don't forget, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and show some support to the channel. Now, the first tip I want to share with you is your hand placement, the weight of your hand. So, you don't want your hands too wide, especially as a beginner trying to get your first muscle up. So, you want to have, I'd say, normal shoulder width and not wider than that. So something like this. That's what you're going for. So you're going for normal shoulder width for your hand placement on the bar. So that's the first tip. The second tip you want to take note of is when you're pulling up, you want to make sure you don't have your elbows by your side, and you want to have them in front of you when you're pulling up. So take for example, a lot of people when they're doing muscle ups, pull-ups, this is how it goes, with their elbows flaring wide like this. See, now this will not allow you get your first muscle up. If you're trying to do the muscle up, you want the elbows right in front of you. That gives you a lot more pulling power to be able to pull up explosively. So you want to be pulling something like this instead. You see the difference? Now let me move the camera a little bit so you see what I'm talking about. So I've moved the camera a little bit so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about from behind. So look again. This is me having my elbows flaring out while trying to do the muscle up. That's not going to give me the help me generate the power I need to be able to pull as explosively as possible. So again, as I said, your elbows right in front of you. I'll say this is probably one of the most important tips you want if you're going to take anything out of this video. It's going to be this. So you want your elbows in front of you, something like that. Now for the third tip is your swing. So you want to give yourself a bit of swing. Again, that's to be able to give yourself some momentum to be able to pull as explosively as possible. So usually I would advise that you make a short run up to the pull-up bar, or when you grab the bar, you try to swing a little bit and generate a bit of momentum before you pull up. So let me show you what that looks like. So you swing, 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 swing. You can swing as many times as possible until you feel like you've got enough momentum to be able to pull yourself up. So usually I'll do a short run up. So by the time I'm grabbing, I'm already swinging. So by the time I do my second swing or my third swing, I'm ready to pull up as explosively as possible. So I'm going to put all of that together and show you an example of what I'm talking about.
In the event of an accident or if you or someone else is in need of urgent or medical assistance, please contact the CCTV team by using the red emergency helpline store by dialing 0203 005 4776. If you feel attack first aid kit are available in the safety station located near the entrance to the gym. If you suspect a fire, press the emergency fire point and leave the building immediately.
So yeah, you combine those three tips together and you're able to get your first muscle up. So don't forget, as I said, your hand placement. So you want to have your hand shoulder width, and when you're pulling up, you ensure that you don't have your elbows by your side. When you're pulling up, you have your elbows in front of you as you're pulling up, and then the swing to generate enough power to pull as high as possible, because really muscle up is just a very high pull up, really high one. That's what gets your chest. What you're trying to do is to get your chest above the bar, then you can push with your arm above the bar. So yeah, give that a try, and hopefully with this you're able to get your first muscle up. So that's it, guys. Next time you're trying your muscle up, give these three tips a go, especially the one I told you about the elbow placement. When you're pulling up, make sure you have your elbows right in front of you instead of beside you. Very important tip. uh, I'd say that's the most important of the three. You want to give that a try, and I'm sure very soon you're going to get your first muscle up. Not until recently that I got my first muscle up, and I would say that's probably the most important tip that helped me get my first muscle up. um, you don't have to use bands, all of these steps that I see people telling you to do. You don't have to use bands. Just make sure you get the swing right to give yourself enough momentum. Make sure your elbow placement, very important. Put your elbow right in front of you and not by your side when you're doing the muscle up, and then just push up with power. And that's it, guys. All you're trying to do is get your chest above the bar. Once that's done, it's finished, guys. All you need to do is push at that point, and yeah, you've got your muscle up. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.